So, welcome to your March 2023 reading. I know we're already in March, it's already the 6th. I've been working on the astrology for everybody, all the signs as well. So, we're going to talk about the astrology first. It will not hurt my feelings if you fast forward through the astrology and you go straight to the card reading. You will see just a couple of quick announcements. You will see in the description box that we have a relocation emergency fund going. Henry and myself, as well as several of our friends, had some really weird things happen in February where we had to abruptly relocate, or we were told that we were going to be relocating. For Henry and I, it became an issue of safety. Especially because of my health condition. We really needed to be in a much safer space. So if you can help, great. If you can't help, if you could share our story, it's all down there. I also have my calendar open this weekend. If you want to hear the whole story about what happened, go to the Virgo full moon video. That tells a lot. And then if you would like to get a reading with me, my books are open. You can get a reading for 20% off astrology or tarot, and using the code SPRING23. So check all that out. We appreciate it a lot. There are just some times where you got to help your community, and you guys have been really helpful to me so many times in the past. I know that things are going to get better. And I know that March is going to be changing everything. So let's talk about your astrology, Leo. So Saturn in Pisces Saturn will be ingressing Pisces on the 7th, which is Tuesday, which will be your 8th house until 2026. This is going to bring your finances and possessions that you have with other people more into focus and more into view. You may feel like there's more pressure being put on the way that you've been transforming through the years with Saturn in Pisces. Like you may feel almost like there are restrictions and limitations to whatever it is that you're learning how to transform about yourself. You may feel like it's really, really difficult to pull yourself out of certain situations during this time. This will be a time that you are coming to terms with other people's values along with your own values. You could find that there are people in your life that don't have the same values as you, and that you may not be able to compromise with them with these two values. You will also learn who is on your team and who may not be on your team. You may also find some lessons when it comes to financials, like any kind of debts or loans you may have, or any kind of taxes that past taxes that you may have to look at. This may be that time where you actually have to pay attention to what's going on with your financial situation. The Virgo full moon will be ushering in that Saturn in Pisces on Tuesday in your 2nd house, evaluating your worth and really removing anything that makes you question your worth, including anything in the physical. If you have anything going on in the physical that's making you question your value, like your job, the money that you're making, if it doesn't add up anymore, this might be a thing. There's a Jupiter Chiron conjunction that's happening mid-month in your 9th house. This can really have you digging into the deepest beliefs and views and learning even more about yourself. This can expand your own healing and your own elevation, your own higher consciousness. The more you dig deep with psychotherapy or higher consciousness learning, if you learn astrology, you can get really in touch with your ancestors during this time. But there's this healing effort that's going on. It may, for some people, this may even really help you to learn how to heal certain OCD behaviors. That could even be helpful as well. I don't know why that was a thing that popped up in my head, but this is really helping you to learn more about who you are on a spiritual level. Really allow the space to open up within you as you become stronger. The 21st will be the Aries new moon, which will be the beginning of the astrological new year. Happy New Year to everyone again. But yeah, so the Virgo full moon is the closing out. And this happens every year. We close out the year with the Virgo full moon, and the Aries new moon that happens usually at the end of March or just the beginning of Aries season ushers us into a brand new year. And that's helping you to prepare, like, especially because it's happening in the 9th house, in the same place that the Jupiter and Chiron conjunction is happening. It's helping you to expand your awareness. So learning anything higher consciousness related is really going to be helpful for you. Pluto will be dipping his toe into Aquarius on the 23rd for a few months, and then will retrograde back to Capricorn and will land back in Aquarius, which is your 7th house, until for the next 20 years, really. It's like 19 years, I think, but that'll happen early next year. This is an era where relationships and partnerships will go through massive transformations. We learn so much about ourselves through our relationships and partnerships. And so you're going to find through the ending of relationships and the beginning of others, and then endings and the beginnings and endings and beginnings, you're going to learn a lot about yourself during this. If you're in a relationship or marriage, this could be a time when a crisis could be redefining your entire relationship. Business partnerships could go through transformations based on past tensions. The people you will encounter will have a profound effect on your own transformations. Not everybody is out to get you. Sometimes it's about your growth and recognizing that our growth is not parallel to other people's growth. Okay, and that's where we have to learn how to mesh, how to work with other people, because we're not all on the same timeline here. And then we have Mars in Cancer in your 12th house until May 20th. That'll be on the 25th. Mars has been in Gemini in your 11th house since August. You may have found a lot of endings of friendships. You may have found people that you can trust and people you can't trust. You may have recognized that the striving for your hopes and dreams, or striving for future wants and hopes and dreams, didn't go very well for you, or you have to stop working here so you can start doing the thing here, kind of that, but there were very abrupt endings with Mars and Gemini. Some beginnings happened as well, but some very abrupt endings happened. So it'll be a little bit softer. Things will be a little bit softer. People won't be so triggered. Mars in Cancer can be very passive aggressive, but Mars in your 12th house is wanting you to rest. Like, you may find that you're just a little bit more tired with Mars in the 12th house, and that you just need to be able to rest a little bit. Okay, moving on. We're going to look at the Power of Surrender cards. It's a little bit glaring, sorry. Power of Surrender. We're going to find out what it is that Leo is surrendering for March. Nice. Oh, okay. Cool. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Okay. Surrender resentments. Let's see what your cards. Deep breath, deep breath. So I feel like you want stability. Those are the words that keep on coming to mind as these cards come out. We have the Page of Cups. You're not sure where you're going to get it quite yet. You have the Page of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. I don't want the glare to happen. See if down here. 10 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Emperor. And we have the Tower. Okay. Page of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Feels very much like you know what it is that you want to see in your future. The 10 of Pentacles is about having everything that we've sort of worked for and that we desire. It's very Saturn and Capricorn type energy. Everything that we've learned, everything that we've been tested in life, we build our stability, we build our foundations and grow our stability through everything that we do. And the 10 of Pentacles feels very complete. So I feel like you have this vision, but you're not really sure how to get there with the 7 of Cups. Like, it's just like you just want to reach out and grab it and you can't quite get to it. And then with the Emperor and the Tower, it makes me feel like the more you try to control the situation, the harder that tower is going to fall. The more suffering is going to happen. The Emperor is very much Aries energy. This Tower could be happening in Aries season. Like this Tower could just come crashing down during Aries season. When a Tower starts coming down in your life, and this just means like really, really tough, difficult things. Things are being removed, situations are ending, people are leaving. Things like that can be very much Tower moments in your life. But when a Tower happens, that means that we're being course corrected. We're getting back in line. We're getting back on course for the next part of what we're supposed to be doing. And that's been happening to a lot of people these days. There's like these really big shifts that are happening that are putting us in line with what it is that we're supposed to be doing versus what it is that we thought we were supposed to be doing. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. So you could have an air sign around you. You could have somebody that's a little bit sharp. But that Page of Cups is very much about wanting and desiring and needing. Like it feels like a very needy feeling. And so somebody may be a little bit needy towards you right now. An air sign might be a little bit needy towards you right now. Or you may want this air sign to show up for you. This air sign could be a Libra because it's like on the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Justice card and the 10 of Cups. For some of you, this means that your road to that 10 of Pentacles, because the 10 of Cups is the feeling. It's like the manifestation feeling process behind when the 10 of Pentacles actually happens, because the 10 of Pentacles is the solid. Like, I have this. The 10 of Cups is the feeling of it, right? So when we look at this, a lot of times that 10 of Cups turns into the 10 of Pentacles. But you got to have some kind of balanced action. In another card deck that I have, Justice has the Wheel of Fortune above it. So very much justice happens in divine timing. That balancing out happens in divine timing. And it really has a lot to do with what it is that we're doing in our own lives in order to get that balance. But I do feel like something is happening where your manifestations are coming into fruition. Now, here's the thing though, you can't rush it, you guys. Also, in your confusion this month, don't argue with the air sign. That King of Swords can be very loud and can be very like angry and like coming at you. And so really just not getting, I don't want to say getting in the way of somebody else, or getting in the way of the air signs, but there is a and anger that's just permeating the air with people right now. So focusing on what it is that you desire, focusing on what it is that you want. Some of you might be going through a divorce with this Justice card. It may be that this is just sort of the course of action that's been happening. And a lot of times we're the ones that manifest that. We're the ones that manifest the process of removing things from our lives. So let's see what this Emperor energy is. Oh, could be an actual Aries in your life. And then we have, but it could also be you. You're in charge is what I'm hearing. You are in charge of this tower. You're the one that's bringing the tower down. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is actually Leo energy. The King of Wands is the Leo archetype, the fixed fire. So on that Emperor, I literally want to say that you're the one that's in charge of bringing this tower down. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're no longer going to be giving out your energy to people that you don't want them to have it. That Six of Pentacles on the tower. You don't want other people who are siphoning off of you to get any more of that energy. And with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like your intuition is very, very important this month, extremely important this month, and allowing yourself to be balanced within your own energies with the Lover's card, which was right underneath the Queen of Cups. Excuse me. The Lover's card to me is when we are integrating our masculine and our feminine within ourselves, and we become whole, right? It has nothing to do with being a man or has nothing to do with being a woman. We all have that masculine and feminine energy within ourselves. And when we combine it, when we're not just wholly feminine or we're not just wholly masculine, but we can do our logical and our intuition and we can combine it, there's this wholeness that happens. This Knight of Swords on the Seven of Cups is what feels like this surrender resentments card is. And because it's like, I feel like somebody came into your life and sort of confused you, or someone came into your life and gave you a message and now you just don't know what the hell to do with yourself. And so you're sort of having to start all over again, but you don't want to be triggered. When we're confused, when we are discombobulated, when we're not grounded, when we're not in the present moment, when we are thinking about the fear of the future, or we're thinking about the past and really hoping the past doesn't repeat itself again, this Knight of Swords can happen. And because there's already enough chaos going on in your life, Leo, you don't want to get into the argument to make it worse. That's just going to be more hard on you, to be quite honest. So I love you guys. I can really see that you are creating some beauty into your life in a really big way. If you need a little bit of help navigating that, I'll be available for readings this month. I love you. Have a wonderful March. Bye.